Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another episode of Islam, the Way of Life. I'm your host, Abul Hasnat. It's good to see you. Hope you've been well since our last show. Inshallah, before I say anything more, as we do with all of our episodes, we are going to start with the Quran. So, hear this Quran and I shall see you shortly.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فكلي واشربي وقري عينا فإما ترين من البشر أحدا فقولي إني نذرت للرحمن صوما فلن أكلم اليوم إنسيا فأتت به قومها تحمله قالوا يا مريم لقد جئت شيئا فريا يا أخت هارون ما كان أبوك امرأ سوء وما كانت أمك بغيا فأشارت إليه قالوا كيف نكلم من كان في المهد صبيا قال إني عبد الله آتاني الكتاب وجعلني نبيا وجعلني مباركا أينما كنت وأوصاني بالصلاة والزكاة ما دمت حيا وبرا بوالدتي ولم يجعلني جبارا شقيا صدق الله العظيم.
Sadaq Allahu al-Aliyyul Azim. Subhanallah, mashallah. Isn't hearing the Quran beautiful? And as we'll do, inshallah, we should do for as many programs as we can. We'll always start with the Quran and hear some beautiful recitation. Right, I am back this week and I've got one of my old guests back and I've got a new guest. So before a further ado, I would like them to introduce yourself. So young man on the far side, when you're ready, please look into the camera, do salam, say your name and your age.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Omar and I'm 10 years old.
MashaAllah, welcome back Omar, who joined us when he was 9 years old and been going with us, and he's back here at the age of 10. And I have a brand new guest with me today. Young man here, when you are ready, look into the camera, do salam, tell us your name and your age.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Musa and I am 6 years old.
MashaAllah, Musa, my 6-year-old guest and my 10-year-old guest are here with me and here with you guys for the remainder of this Islam, the Way of Life with IQRA Bangla. Inshallah, we're going to carry on our usual pattern where we're going to do some surahs. Get my guests to do some surahs. We might even try to talk about some of the surahs, and then we will look at the seerah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We're going to move on to the next chapter of what we discussed from the last time, and then we're going to play a few games, and then we're going to wrap it up by looking at some quotes and maybe discussing some quotes and what you think about. And I might take the time to ask these two guests of mine what they're doing at school at the moment, and to share to us what they're doing at school, inshallah. So, are you guys ready?
Yes.
Is everyone at home ready? Bismillah, let's get started in this next show. Right, I'm going to first look at you, Musa. Now, you told me before we went on air that you can do some surahs, can't you? Shall I choose, or do you want to choose which surah you're going to do? You? Okay, which surah do you want to do for us?
Surah Kawthar.
Surah Kawthar, mashallah. So, when you are ready, I want you to start with A'udhu Billah, Bismillah, look into the camera and do nice and beautifully for us, Surah Kawthar. Where you go, Musa?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانحر إن شانئك هو الأبتر.
Sadaqallahu al-Aliyyaz. Mashallah, mashallah. Musa chose Inna A'tayna, which is 3 ayahs long. But it has a beautiful meaning. It's a gift. It talks about the gift Allah will give to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I'm not going to spend too much time on this gift because inshallah I want to save that for another time because it will come up in our seerah on Inna A'tayna, when Allah gifted it, at what time of the Prophet's life it was gifted. So we've already spoken about that in the seerah. Go and have a look at yourself and go and see what you want to think about on Inna A'tayna and how it might mean something special to you. Because I'm pretty sure, and let's be honest, mums and dads, I'm talking to you guys now as well, we do spend Inna A'tayna a lot on our namaz, don't we? Sometimes we've got to quickly rush back, or we think, okay, well, I want to still appreciate Allah, but I want to get to the cooking. So doing Inna A'tayna, it's a beauty of the Quran. There's no harm in doing that. And inshallah, it's one of our favorite surahs for everyone. So well done, Musa. It's really good. Omar, you, I know, have been practicing on your Quran and you've moved somewhat. So
Just 28.
I'm gonna ask you to go to just 28 where you are practicing, and I'd like you to spend the next few moments giving us Surah Jum'ah. Can you do that? Inshallah.
I'm going to read Ayah 10 and Ayah 11. Ayah 10.
The last two ayahs.
And Ayah 9 of Surah Jum'ah.
Okay, inshallah. So Umar is going to start with Intiaza, A'udhu Billah, then he's going to give us Basmala, and then Umar is going to give us the two ayahs, Ayah 9 and Ayah 10 of Surah Jum'ah, which he's practicing at the moment. Umar, nice and slowly and nice and beautifully, when you're ready, puff your chest up with lots of air, and away you go.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع إنهم ساء ما كانوا يعملون وإذا قضيت الصلاة فانتشروا في الأرض وابتغوا من فضل الله واذكروا الله كثيرا لعلكم تفلحون.
Sadaqallahu al-Aliyyul Azim. MashaAllah, well done. Surah Jum'ah. Mums and dads, if you have a chance, go and read the tafsir on Surah Jum'ah. It's beautiful. Includes about the call to prayer and azan. And well done, Omar. MashaAllah. It's a tough surah to memorize, so well done for choosing that one and to recite to that. And you guys at home, if you want to come on here and show me how much Quran you've learned and recite to. Our email is across the bottom. The WhatsApp number is across the bottom. Get in touch with us, inshallah. I really look forward to hearing mums and dads as well. If you want to give me some suggestions on how I can improve the program, or if you want to put your children forward, please get in touch with us in the IQRA Bangla email below. And inshallah, Islam the Way of Life, our children's program, will be really good to have you guys and have your involvement. Right, Omar, what do we usually do now?
I forgot.
Oh, you've forgotten. It's been such a long time because we're in a new series. We are going to go to the seerah, inshallah. Inshallah, I like the seerah of Nectar and also like the seerah of the Prophet by Dr. Yasir, inshallah. So I'm going to go. So just remind us, Omar, where did we leave off last time? With my new guest when I had Kyra and Khadija last week. Where did we finish off that story?
We finished at page 106.
I'm probably more asking you which subject did it finish on? What did we talk about in the Prophet's life? What was it? For those of you that do remember, well done to those that got it right at home. We were talking about the boycott.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we spoke about the boycott last week and how the Prophet ﷺ and his uncle Abu Talib had to deal and manage with the boycott and how they ended the boycott ultimately. So inshallah, we're moving on to the next part, which is called the Year of Sorrow. So I'm going to read this passage of the Year of Sorrow, and then I'm not going to read the whole chapter because it's very long, and I'll try to summarize as much as I can as we continue in this series with the seerah of the Prophet ﷺ. So the Year of the Sorrow. Okay, Not long after the reintegration of the Banu Hashim from the boycott, Allah willed for two great calamities to afflict the Prophet ﷺ consecutively, which means one after the other. This is the death of his uncle Abu Talib and the death of his wife Khadija. They occurred within a span of only 40 days. But the magnitude and the trials led to that entire year for the Prophet being called the year of sorrow. Now, the first one we're going to talk about is the death of Abu Talib, and then inshallah I will try to summarize the death of Khadija and what happened next in the Prophet's life. So, the death of Abu Talib. Less than 6 weeks after the boycott ended, the pangs of death were upon Abu Talib. At his deathbed, the Prophet ﷺ begged, "Oh uncle, say just one statement." The statement being, "La ilaha illallah," there is no God but Allah. "Then that I can use to argue your case in front of Allah to save you." Abu Talib was on the precipice of conversion with the words on the tip of his tongue, which means that Abu Talib was ready to say it. When the Prophet said to him, "Say La ilaha illallah," Abu Talib was ready to say it. But whenever he would be on the verge of uttering the Shahada, Subhanallah. Sorry, cut on this part and then let me come back again, okay? Sorry, but yeah. 3, 2, 1. So whenever Abu Talib was on the verge of saying it, Abu Jahl and Abdullah ibn Abi Umayyah would quickly interrupt, and they would say to him, "Are you going to leave the religion of Abdul Muttalib?" That being Abu Talib's dad. So whenever Abu Talib was ready to say the Shahada, that's what would happen. They would keep interrupting. And they wouldn't allow Abu Talib to say it. And Abu Talib would actually stop because he was thinking, oh look, the prestige and the honor of being of Abdul Muttalib's religion. He was thinking about his father. And unfortunately, this carried on. So though he knew the truth in his heart, the prestige of his lineage gripped his heart to stop him from taking the testimony of faith. And he passed away without finishing the Shahada. And that was a very difficult time for the Prophet. And not long after that, his wife Khadija passed away. After Abu Talib had passed away and then Khadija has passed away, the Prophet ﷺ called this the year of sorrow. As a result of them passing away, and mainly because Abu Talib passed away, the Prophet ﷺ no longer had a family or a protection or someone that he could be with that would say, right, he's my family, you can't do anything to him. And so now the Prophet ﷺ lost his protection as well. So this was known as the year of sorrow for the Prophet. The death of Abu Talib, the death of his wife Khadija, and so then not having protection, not having a family or a tribe to join with. So that was a very difficult time. Inshallah, next week we're going to discuss from the seerah what happened next and what the Prophet do as a result of having no protection. Right, I'm going to come back over to my guest because Musa, you are named after a prophet, aren't you? And what an amazing prophet Musa alayhi salam was. Musa, I want to ask you, I want you to tell everybody your favorite part from Musa alayhi salam's life. So when you're ready, look into the camera and tell us nice and loudly what your favorite part is.
My favorite part was when Allah split the water into middle.
Wow. And he did that for Musa. So then what happened?
And then the Pharaoh walked past, and then when they were halfway through, Allah pushed it back again, and then they drowned.
Wow. Isn't that an amazing story? Yeah? Subhanallah. Omar, how much do you know about Prophet Musa's life?
Probably like half.
What's your favourite part that you want to share with us?
The same thing.
Oh, you like the splitting of the sea as well?
But I also liked when I think this was with Prophet Musa when the river turned red into blood.
Wow, yes, that's an amazing part of the story as well. For you guys at home, I don't know if you know, but Prophet Musa alayhi salam's name is the most mentioned name of all the prophets, even more than Prophet Muhammad. Even more than Prophet Muhammad. Prophet Musa alayhi salam is the most mentioned name in the Quran. And there are so many stories in the Quran about Prophet Musa. And young Musa here for us shared his favorite part about the splitting of the sea. Omar shared about the river Nile turning to blood. Certainly my favorite part of Prophet Musa's story is probably not everybody's favorite, but I like the story of Prophet Musa going to meet Khidir and the story that's in Surah Kahf, the third story in Surah Kahf. That's certainly one of my favorites. So children, those of you that don't know the stories about Prophet Musa, go and ask mom and dad to tell you the story, or find a book that might tell you about the story of Prophet Musa, and then you can choose one. Moms and dads, if you've got a chance, read the story of Prophet Musa to your children. Guys, I'm more than happy for you to send us on WhatsApp any videos that you've done of a good deed. If mom and dad can record you doing a good deed, maybe it's just tidying up at home, send it in. We're happy to share it in between our little clips here and there. We're happy to share your video. Quick links. So, how to play quick links. Quick links is quite fun. So, I'm going to hand over, oops, be careful guys. I'm going to hand over these squeakies. Musa, there's your one. And Omar, that's your one. In fact, and I think I might keep one as well for myself. So we're going to spend the next few minutes playing it. Now, how do you play this game? It's really fun actually. You lay across the table lots of descriptive words. So I've got here dry, fast. Oh, careful, Musa, don't do it yet. I'm going to tell you when to do this squeaker. So there's all these descriptive words, and then I've got these words which are objects or they're nouns, they're things. So look, I've got window here. I went to the middle. I've got scissors. Go to more to the middle, gloves. What will happen is, I'm going to ask one of these guys, I'm going to pick up a card, and I'm going to show you on the screen, and then I'm going to show them, and what they have to do is they have to use their squeaker to grab one card and tell me what card they got, and tell me why they chose that card. So they have to find a word that links. So for example, I had in my hand glasses, and I picked up dangerous. I have to now explain to you, why did I link these words? So my link on glasses and dangerous is because when the glasses are broken, the sharp parts of the glass can be dangerous. That's my reason. They can, if they want to make me lose, they can argue back and say, but the glass isn't broken. It's glasses, meaning your spectacles. And so that means I'm a loser. I have to put that one back. That doesn't work. Do you guys understand that? It's pretty hard, isn't it?
What's the squeaking for?
And once you've done it, if we don't like it and it doesn't make any sense, we're going to squeak. Meaning it's not a good idea. If there's no words here to describe the word you got, you can just say, can't find the word. Okay? So, Musa, you hold on to yours. We're going to squeak Omar if we think it doesn't make sense. Omar, when you're ready, and guys at home, you can play this. You might not be able to see the cards, but when I pick up a card, you shout out what you think is a good descriptive word for that. So, Omar, when you're ready. Oh, this is a hard one actually. Let me go and pick one that's easy because it's the first time we're playing this. Ready? Omar. I have the word flower. Flower. Find a descriptive word for flower, Omar. That was quite easy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, Omar, I want you to now hold flower and tell us what descriptive word did you pick up?
I picked up the descriptive word beautiful.
Beautiful. I think that was a bit obvious, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There, you can pass me the word flower back. So Omar's got beautiful. Right.
Do I keep it?
You keep it actually. Musa, I'm going to keep the word flower and I want you to pick up something that's related to flower. When you're ready, go. Which one do you want to go for? Which one do you think is for flower? That one maybe? Very good. Okay. Musa has picked up the word, can you say that word?
Colourful.
Colourful. Musa has picked up the word colourful for flower. Oh, Musa, why have you chosen colourful for flower?
Because flowers are all different colours and they're really bright colours.
Very good,
Yeah.
mashallah. Oh, I like playing this game with you, Musa. So Omar picked up beautiful and Musa picked up colourful. I'm going to now pick one up, and if this is not right, these guys have to do the squeaker. So I'm going to pick up the word. With flower, I decided to pick up the word edible. Oh, you guys are squeaking me. That means you're not happy with me picking edible.
I don't know. Because some
Flowers.
flowers are...
Only some flowers like flour you make.
That's
some
spelt different, isn't it? And that's where I
yeah,
played
but
the trick.
some plant with some flowers are spelt like that. So like the plant flowers are you can eat some.
Which ones? Give me some names.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't think of any flowers that we'd eat. But I know flour as in self-raising flour or plain flour that you use to bake cakes is right. But that's spelt different. So I was wrong. You guys should have tweaked me. Very good. Right, let's put these descriptions back. Do you want to put your cards back, guys? We're going to have one more go.
Oh,
Very good.
That was fun. We should play this again.
Yeah, I think we'll play that next week as well. Right, we don't have much time actually, so I want to quickly do one more card. I want both of you to grab one each as soon as you can, okay? The word that I've got is needle. Go, go, go. Needle. Which can you get? That's hard, isn't it? Okay, now sit back down, guys. Don't worry about what's falling. It's okay, Omar. Omar, you go first. What descriptive word have you got for needle?
Dangerous.
Dangerous. Why?
Some needles are dangerous and they will hurt.
They can prick you and make you bleed. Very good. Musa, what have you got?
I got cold.
Cold.
Because metal is cold.
Huh?
Some types of metal is really cold.
Do you know what? I'm going to let Musa keep that. That's a very good answer. Needles are usually made of metal, and metal is usually cold, isn't it? Because metal is cooled down from liquid to become solid, become metal. So normally I would say, no, you can't have cold, but this time I'll let you have it. I hope you guys at home were thinking, that's interesting. Right, we've got to put these back because we've run out of time. We've run out of time. I actually wanted to do one of my, again, a big thank you to Mr. Tariq Hussain, who made this book of just multiple quotes called Ramadan Mubarak, and it just got various quotes from everywhere that is put together. There can be either hadith or Quran. I've grabbed this, and I've usually what I do, this series I'm going to do, is I'm going to flick over to one of the pages, and I'm going to read out one of the quotes there. And I'm going to ask these guys quickly what they think of it, but we might not have much time, so I picked out this quote here. I love God. I have no time left in which to hate the devil. This is Rabi'a al-Adawiyah. I'm not sure, I might be wrong, but is it a Sahaba or Sahabiya? But I think that's a very good phrase. I love God, and therefore I have no time left to hate the devil. What do you think of that, Omar?
I don't really understand it, though.
It's a tough
That
one,
was
isn't it?
shaitan.
Well, what I think it means is that this person has spent so much time loving Allah that there's even to have time for the shaitan, even to have time to hate the shaitan, there is no time because there's too much love for Allah, isn't it? Guys, that's all we've got time for. We've run out of time. Thank you very much, Musa. And thank you very much, as always, Omar. Thank you guys at home. Join us, inshallah, for our show next week when we're going to continue on our seerah. And we'll probably have another go at this game of quick links. Until then, inshallah, I hope to see you soon. Enjoy yourselves at school. Enjoy yourselves on your holidays, if it's holidays. And I hope to see you next week. Until then, inshallah, wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.